Hurray for World Down Syndrome Day! A special story for the Mound City M&Ms.
This might be my least favorite day of the year.
What was I thinking early this morning? Just minding my business, and then without warning, our teacher just blabbed in a startling way. Special announcement, dear class, it's World Down Syndrome Day. Down Syndrome Day? It's already here? This might be my least favorite day of the year. Today is the day that everyone learns my sister has more chromosomes than yours. Wherever I went, no matter which way, they talked about my sister for Down Syndrome Day. They even talked about her today in PE. Mrs. Graves said my sister has a disability. That's a thing that she has that might make it real tough for her to keep up with kids doing the same stuff. Well, maybe she does have this thing that they say, but I've never seen it get in her way. I mean, not really. I don't get the fuss. She already does plenty of fun things with us. She might take her time, but she always gets there. Saying she's different, well, is that really fair? No matter what they say about disability, she's still just a rotten old sister to me. She didn't just catch it. It's not a cold. It's something she'll have even when she gets old. My brother has told me to give her such care. Having a sister with Down syndrome is wonderfully rare. He could be right. And maybe it's true. In our entire school, there've only been 2. But a sister's a sister, no matter how rare she happens to be. She's still just a silly old sister to me. Now, Down syndrome's a thing just a few people get, and it changes the way they grow as a kid. I guess it did change the shape of her eyes, and although she's my big sister, we're still the same size. I remember one day when we were all out at recess, my sister was practicing walking down steps. Well, I guess that is something people might need to know if they ever wonder why she is stepping so slow. But steps are no steps. It still happens to be. She's still just a girly girl sister to me. Sometimes my sister might get in your space. She likes to talk loudly right close to your face. She loves to wrestle and give sneak attack hugs. I don't know why, it's just a thing that she does. Maybe, I think, when she's acting like this, she gets so excited that she forgets where she is. She gets so excited and she just wants to play. So she tags you and grabs you and drags you her way. Well, personal space isn't high on her list, but it's okay to remind her that for you it is. So I try to remember what my mom said to say. Hands to yourself, please. Now we can play. I kind of like that my sister can wrestle with me. But don't think this changes one single thing. A sister's a sister just the same. She's still just a bubble-poppin' sister to me. Oh, this one's the worst. And maybe you've noticed. It sometimes happens even if her mouth closes. Because of the shape and the strength of her mouth, when she starts talking, who knows what comes out? Spit talking is probably my least favorite talk. But I try to remember how Mom makes it stop. Just help to remind her. Say, please wipe your chin. She never gets mad and we start talking again. And sometimes, because her mouth is just small, it's hard to understand her words at all. But if you are patient, I think that you'll find my sister's hilarious, loving, and kind. I guess she can't help that her mouth is like that. I guess I can remind her, and it's not that bad. But don't start thinking I'm bragging, you see. She's still just a joke-telling sister to me. One thing I hate to admit, but I know that it's true. I wish people knew all the things she works so hard to do. She works really hard, much harder than me, to do everything, like learning to read. Having more chromosomes can make it real tough to do all those things like counting and stuff. Yeah, she gets extra help. I guess that's true. But would you want a teacher always following you? She might need extra help to help her succeed, but she's still just a sneaky big sister to me. There is one thing she does, and it's so easy for her. I don't think it's easy for all. She loves me so much, no matter what I might be, and she lets me know that it's okay to be me, no matter the me I might happen to be. Well, I guess she is different, but what does that mean? She just might be a pretty good sister to me. We go lots of places, and sometimes I've seen some other kids who don't know as much about Down syndrome as me. They might whisper or stare and even laugh when she talks. Sometimes they'll even point out the way that she walks. These kids just don't know. They don't understand why my sister is different, and it makes me sad. But a sister's a sister. I wish they could see. She's just an amazing sister to me. So maybe, just maybe, today it might be the time to do the thing that is right. Let someone who hasn't yet learn a little bit more about what Down syndrome is and what extra help's for. The more that we learn, the more that we see who a person really is and what fun they can be. A sister's a sister. I know that I've said it, but my sister's special, and now I'll admit it. I hope you can see it. I hope that you get it. So shout hooray! Hooray for another wonderful World Down Syndrome Day.